Hey guys, this is Amanda Crystal Coast. Welcome to Bridal Boss, and today this is not your grandma's wedding. Top 3 things that we used to do in weddings that we don't do now. Number 1, newspaper articles. Do you know that they used to advertise in the newspaper announcements when some people got married? And they read just like this. Mr. and Mrs. James Smith of Newburgh announce the engagement of their daughter Jennifer Smith to Peter Jones, son of Kenneth and Ann Jones of Morehead City, North Carolina. Ms. Smith is a graduate of Fayetteville State University, go Broncos, and Mr. Jones is a graduate of Chapel Hill. Wah, wah. This was just a way to let people know, hey, you're getting married. It's the proverbial save the dates of the past, of grandma's time, right? So what do we do now? Instead of newspaper announcements, we post it on social media. I love that people take unique ways to showcase their engagement. A relationship change will notify individuals that an engagement is coming, but then we go to further lengths and we save the dates, which can come about 8 months. And then of course your invitations, which come about 3 months in advance. Try not to go too far before that, and make sure in your invitations that you post a timeline when they should have back that RSVP. Is so important. People, it's tacky not to RSVP. There's so much money involved in weddings. Please RSVP. I will caution those of you who are all about your social media, and I am one of them, that when you post on Facebook, be wary that you might have people you might not have invited to the wedding wanting to come to your wedding or being in your bridal party. So be very cautious about, bursting that bubble too soon, telling everybody far too soon before you're ready to kind of make those choice decisions, because people can lean on you to, invite them or have them in the bridal party, and that's not your desire. Number 2, so back in the day, women, when they became married, became the property of their husband. Hence, we take the name of our husband. And women were given a dowry, which means it was basically what you could provide to your husband, like it gave you worth. So a woman would only come in to a marriage with roughly her wedding dress and the clothes on her back, potentially. So what they would give out was called a trousseau, and it's a French word that means bundle. So traditionally it was part of the dowry or the financial arrangement between the families, and the bride basically ceded all of her possessions to the groom. So trousseau was usually filled with things like linens, tableware, silverware, and basic kitchen equipment. So, not your grandma's wedding. What do we do now? We definitely have a registry. Most of us are actually leaning away from registries. I've seen it more and more where brides are doing the honeymoon fund. And this can be listed on your website. This could be just told in the invitations that your presence is present enough, but that, whatever you give would be much appreciated. People have their Venmos, Cash App, PayPals, and Zelles located on their websites and even on their exit cards after they leave the reception space. So definitely not your grandma's wedding. We're not giving trousseaus anymore. We're talking about honeymoon funds. And number 3, wedding videography. Yes, maybe not necessarily my grandma, but your younger grandmas, you might have had videography. And that is when they make long cinematic films that capture the entirety of the day, and it has this like slow ambient music just kind of serenading the mood. Well, guess what? This is not your grandma's wedding. And what are we doing now? Content creation. Today, my company actually invested in some new phones for content creation, and content creation is awesome and amazing and so very now. Content creation is when you take cell phones and your content creator has a meeting with you, like kind of getting your vision, any kind of trends that you are into right now, and they take pictures and videos throughout the day, not those long ones, but nice little short snapshots. And then they actually create social media content for you. So you're not waiting like your mom and your grandma were on that videographer and that photographer to give you 4 or 6 weeks waiting for you to like showcase your pictures from your wedding. 24, 48 hours back at you. So again, top 3 things, not your grandma's wedding. We've got newspaper announcements, the trousseau, and we have videography on their way out, in with the new. And this is Amanda Crystal Coast bringing you the most. Take care.